World War II stands as one of the most profound events in human history, reshaping the world order and leaving indelible marks on every corner of the globe. The catalyst for this conflict is often attributed to the rise of Adolf Hitler and the aggressive expansion of Germany, but the real reasons extend far beyond one man or nation. To truly understand why World War II happened, we must delve into a complex web of political, economic, and social factors, each one weaving its influence over the other. The seeds of World War II were sown in the aftermath of the First World War. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed harsh reparations and territorial losses on Germany, which brewed a potent mix of humiliation and economic despair. The treaty was intended to ensure peace, but instead planted the seeds of discord. Germany's crippling war debt and the loss of territories fueled a sense of injustice and nationalistic resentment among its people. This environment of grievance and instability provided fertile ground for extremist ideologies to take root. In this fragile post-war landscape, the world experienced significant economic turbulence. The Great Depression of the 1930s further exacerbated global tensions. Widespread unemployment and poverty in Germany, Italy, and Japan led to public disillusionment with democratic governments perceived as ineffective. As desperation grew, people turned towards authoritarian leaders who promised stability, pride, and revival. Thus emerged regimes like Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler, Fascist Italy under Benito Mussolini, and militaristic Japan, all driven by ambitions to expand and revise the status quo they deemed unjust. Another critical element lies in the failure of the League of Nations. Established to maintain peace after World War I, it was handicapped from the start by the absence of major powers like the United States. It struggled to confront acts of aggression and territorial expansion due to its lack of enforcement power. Countries like Japan, which invaded Manchuria in 1931, and Italy, which conquered Ethiopia in 1935, faced little more than verbal condemnation from the League. These unchecked aggressions emboldened militaristic nations, setting a dangerous precedent. Simultaneously, the concept of appeasement played a significant role. Major European powers like Britain and France, haunted by the memories of the Great War, were reluctant to engage in another conflict. This reluctance manifested in policies aimed at conceding to some of Hitler's demands, such as the Munich Agreement of 1938, where the Sudetenland was handed over to Germany in the hopes of appeasing Hitler's expansionist appetite. This policy, however, only fueled his ambitions further, as he interpreted the concessions as signs of weakness. Nationalism, militarism, and a fervent quest for empire contributed significantly to the outbreak of World War II. Japan sought to dominate Asia, viewing itself as the leader of a new order in the region, while Italy harbored imperial ambitions in Africa and the Mediterranean. In Germany, Hitler's vision of Lebensraum, or living space, necessitated expansion into Eastern Europe, disregarding the sovereignty of its neighboring countries. Each of these nations pursued aggressive territorial goals, ultimately leading to conflict on a global scale. Moreover, the ideological clash between fascism, Nazism, and communism added a combustible element to the pre-war environment. The enmity between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union, despite their initial non-aggression pact, underscored a broader ideological battle that would eventually engulf the entire world. The polarization of political ideologies intensified suspicions and alliances as nations maneuvered to protect their interests and ideologies. As the world grappled with these intricate and intersecting forces, the storm clouds of war gathered. On September 1, 1939, the long-standing tensions erupted into open conflict when Germany invaded Poland, prompting Britain and France to declare war on Germany. This marked the formal beginning of World War II, a conflagration constructed from decades of unresolved grievances, economic hardships, and a deteriorating global order. In conclusion, the reasons behind World War II are as complex as they are numerous. The harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles, the economic devastation of the Great Depression, the rise of totalitarian regimes, and the failure of international diplomacy all played pivotal roles in the descent into war. Each factor, while significant on its own, intertwined with the others to create a perfect storm that ultimately led to the deadliest conflict in human history. Understanding these elements not only helps us comprehend the past, but also serves as a cautionary tale for the future, reminding us of the delicate balance necessary to maintain peace in a world fraught with differing ambitions and ideologies.